and 2 of those were sloppy at the end.
That's not RB1 type carries. That's I think who else has that type of carry that's 12? I mean, you could say even who? Jamal Williams.
Well, the funny thing is that when you mention that, it's hilarious because on Sunday, Cliff and I were sitting there watching the scoreboards at M&T Bank, and Cliff is a mathematician, by the way. So he's sitting there, he's watching McCaffrey. McCaffrey, 12 carries, 42 yards, but he had a 22-yard run, so he's only got 13 carries for 13 yards. He's 1 yard. So it was hilarious. People behind us were like, "God, you're so smart," and it was like,
I'm like, how the fuck does he?
We're going at it. These guys were ragging on him.
How the fuck does he have 30 fantasy points and have 15?
No, but
yards?
you did it with like numerous running backs. But that's the way it is in the league right now. Like you get stuffed at the line, and then you break one, and it shows with LaShawn McCoy because he had those couple of carries. He went for 22, I think, last night, and he went for like 24, and then everything else was behind the line of scrimmage or right at it. So I don't know.
So going back to it, basically, I just had to get a higher ceiling. I felt like I can't compete. I cannot compete in the league unless I made some sort of move. Oh, I would just going to be middling and then just end up fucking probably like 6 and what's our is it week 14 or is it week 13?
13 is the end of the regular season. It's 14.
Yeah, I can still finish
15, 16. So like 13, I feel like I'd be 6 and 7 and out.
Yeah, I can still finish 8 and 5, guys.
Yeah, you can.
I can.
Anything
There's
could
7 more weeks, so you never know. You don't want to give up. No retreat, no surrender.
Right.
Hey, dude, you were close.
I mean, realistically, 6 and 7 might get you into the playoffs.
No shot. The way it stacks up right now, and everybody's jam packed in the middle. No one's owing, and everybody's right 2 and 3, 3 and 2. There's no shot under 6. I mean,
except for Jay being the outlier, it's such a mediocre spread.
The outlier. There's 2 people down here at 2 and 4.
Yeah, but you're 1 and 5 though.
Everyone else is 3 and 3.
I
am not a far-fetched to make it.
I'm going on record. Rhodes strengthened his team way too fucking much in this trade. He now has Danny Pennies at quarterback. He has DJ Chark, Tyreek Hill, Devontae Adams at wide receiver.
Those are 3 top
Dude,
12 going forward. If they're healthy.
The fact that you got Tyreek Hill, he got injured at week 1, and you sat on him, and you quietly snuck your way into Devontae. These are 2 first-round wide receiver picks. And then you got Melvin Gordon, who could be a first-round running back pick. And then you got Le'Veon Bell, who's a first-round running back pick. And then you got Hunter Henry, who was easily like before he got injured again, was probably like a top 5 tight end pick. You have 2 first-round running backs, 2 first-round wide receivers somehow without losing a fucking pick in any of these
Don't forget,
trades.
I still have. I mean.
Well, no, there's a 7th round conditional pick that's happening. So if Melvin Gordon rushes for
hashtag expose him. Hashtag expose him.
Well, it's not exposed. I think I fucked up, honestly. I was supposed to get that 7th pick.
Ooh.
I know.
Well, then call Jay out. I had Rhodes rate Jay in the trade.
It was just a misunderstanding. I thought that because I was giving up David Montgomery, who hasn't done anything in his rookie year, and even though not true, he had that one garbage. He had a one garbage time game.
Jay's trying to justify that he's not tanking, even though now I'm questioning whether or not he's tanking.
Yeah, I mean, I just thought because I was giving you all this and I was getting Devontae Adams and Melvin Gordon that you were like, oh, and a 7th, and I was like, no, I'm not doing that, dude. We're doing this straight up. That should have given you your one clue when I came back at you and was like, no, we're doing this straight up.
That's why I started being like, wait a minute, you want to give me the 7th.
See, I felt the trade went down because Rhodes is coming up on his hardest matchup of the season, and he had to make a move.
Oh.
I honestly didn't.
This shit talking.
He must be playing Jrad out of nowhere.
Yeah, but Jrad, I wasn't playing. Well, I guess. I mean, I wasn't even looking at the schedule. So.
Oh, I wasn't even looking.
I didn't even look at the schedule.
Not at the matchup schedule, but maybe at your team's schedule.
Oh, 100%. I looked at my team.
Because you were hardcore on it. Because that's the only reason I didn't get Lev. I want Lev, and you wouldn't give. And I love seeing you move Lev into the flex spot. I know this is referring to our other podcast that we all listen
100%.
to. That's a good move. I like that there.
Wait a minute.
So now
David Montgomery is averaging 10 points per game. I love it.
That's okay.
All right. Well, now that we've bullshit for 15 minutes about
seriously,
your guys'
let's
trades,
move.
Your guys' teams, all this bullshit. Let's move in the waiver wire. Let's see what's happened here. Where did we start? So we finished up. We missed the trade last week. Wow, there's been a bunch of trades. Jesus. Where did they stop? So we talked about Sonny Michel, Cortland Sutton. That was cool.
You did well with that. And yeah, and Cortland Sutton's on the block, by the way.
I don't know about this. I don't know about that trade because watching Damian Williams shit the bed this past week really makes me wish I had Sonny Michel. But at the same time, Cortland Sutton has been a great move because he's really getting a lot of work. So I don't know. We'll roll in here. On October 10th, which was
that's a long
last
time
Thursday.
ago.
Thursday. So we did the podcast that day. So we did the podcast on the 10th. So we rolled in the Friday. So we saw Philadelphia for Tennessee, Noah Fant for Hayden Hurst, Allison for Rex Burkhead. I dropped Hilliman. I picked up Baker. Baker went off. Then he got hurt. Daniel Jones got dropped for Pittsburgh defense, which then was on the bye, and now it's fucked me.
And now you fucking they're playing at Arizona.
Well, they will be what? Pittsburgh's got Miami in 2 weeks, but they're out this week, so I kind of fucked myself there. But I swapped kickers. Then Jrad went crazy on the waiver wire like he always does. He dropped Vernon Davis, picked up Jeremy Sprinkle. Then he dropped Jeremy Sprinkle and picked up Jordan Akins. Fucking, I think Haynes hit a screenshot at some point about this because Jrad can't hold people for more than 24 hours at a time on the waiver wire. It's fucking wild.
I did that with the circles.
I do that.
8 minutes. I said 8 minutes.
Oh, that's right. Was that you that screenshot?
Yeah, that was me. Yeah, I circled and said 8 minutes.
So we saw a drop of Sterling Shepard. Trades.
I gotta go take care of the kid for a little bit, so Jesus. I'll be out of here.
See ya. Sterling Shepard got dropped, or got traded for Malcolm Brown, straight up between Joe Beal and Jrad. We saw Denver Tennessee swap. Rams defense for Reggie Bonifant got dropped. My brother dropped them. Jalen Samuels got picked up. I don't know why, because I think he's out for several weeks because of injury. I guess
keeper.
Yeah, Ritter's stashing deep here, maybe. I don't know. But to drop, I mean, was Mike Nugent on a bye? Maybe I don't really get that. He put up 10 2 weeks in a row. I'm not sure.
He's a kicker.
Then we hit. Oh, that's right. There he is. He hates kickers. He's not late, but he's always on time. Then we saw the trade come through. We saw David Montgomery, Allen Robinson, Zach Ertz, straight up for Melvin Gordon, Devontae Adams. And I've heard there's a conditional 7th round, but I don't see it here. So
there isn't. It's not there. It's not on paper.
I don't really think it's there. I don't think it's there. So we got David Montgomery, who, as a West Virginia fan, hates this motherfucker because Iowa State this past year, he rolled over them, broken tackles like crazy. He's big on that. I don't know why Jay took 2 Chicago players here on an offense that doesn't move the ball well.
That's been hurting.
That was one of the main reasons when he said those. I was just like, get him off. Like,
well, you trying to get him off or get the Chicago Bears off?
The Chicago pairing. I mean, I just like a pairing of players on Kansas City or Los Angeles or anybody's gonna put up
big
points.
Scoring
fine,
teams,
but this is just a shot in the dark that maybe 1 out of 3 games is gonna be.
I'm with you. I don't understand it. I like Allen Robinson. I like David Montgomery deep. Maybe Montgomery's the keeper next year. Zach Ertz is a solid player, but I don't think he finishes top 3. I think he's top 5 maybe. Melvin Gordon, Devontae Adams, we both know what they're capable of. Melvin Gordon should be a first-round running back pick. Next year he's going to be somewhere else, but you can't keep him. Devontae Adams again, top first round wide receiver pick. Can't keep him next year. They both got to play. They both got to put up points for you.
Yep.
I think you might have. I think you might have. I think you might have given more points away than you got. But I think that you got more dominant players in those positions if they're going to play than what you gave away. If that makes more sense.
Look, like I was saying earlier, I think that I can lose a game and still be okay. But if I were to stay over the long run with the people that I had before, I wouldn't make the playoffs. Where now at least I'm giving myself a shot, even if I'm losing this week, because I've set myself someone that is injured, obviously, and someone who is still working them back from injury. So I'm looking down the line.
I agree. Being 4-2, it makes it a little bit easier to make that trade than being 1-5 like Jay. Jay's kind of scrambling. Jay needs that big hit now. He can't afford to lose this week, so it gives him the opportunity to push forward right now versus another team that, like you, can afford to take a loss or two and still be in the top 6. And this is where I look back at the rule set and I question whether or not the top 6 is good to get in, but I like giving those top 2 teams the opportunity to kind of have that week off to guarantee themselves a shot at the money. Because if you finish in the top 2 in a 12-team league, you should have a shot at money. It should not be a one and done. So that's the way I look at it. I see a couple picks right in front of me that, or a couple waiver moves that I want to laugh. I want to talk about. I want to laugh about it a little bit. So Jay dropped off Will Disley. I dropped off Tampa defense. What the fuck?
Oh my God, Mr. MMXIX finally
the fuck was
IR David Jones.
Bogus woke up.
$20? Jesus Christ!
He's spending money like he does in real life.
Jesus.
Mr.
Hoity-toity over there.
For Kyle Rudolph. Kyle Rudolph should pay Jason to draft him.
Hold on. What does Kyle Rudolph have on the year? He has 6, 7. He might have 12 fantasy points over 6 weeks.
Kirk Cousins, baby. He went off last week, though.
I mean, I made fun of someone, I think it was Addicts, like 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, about picking up the Philadelphia defense, and I think they went off for 35 points. So, is this does Jason have inside information? Does he know somebody in Minnesota that's like sucking Kyle Rudolph on the side and is going to be like, oh shit, man, he's going off this week? Like, what is happening here? Why do you pay $20 for this tight end?
He has less. He's got like 2 catches, 2 targets a game. Average, something like that.
Jrad dropped Jeremy Sprinkle back on the 11th, and I think he would have been worth more money than Kyle Rudolph.
Yeah.
Neighoff, you went out and got Lazard.
What
is up with this guy? He had a blow up game. He caught 4 balls though for 65 yards and a touchdown. If you take that touchdown away, he's got like 10 points. So why do you pay $17 here?
Why? Because nobody on the offense was catching the ball from Aaron Rodgers. You could see how frustrated he was. All the drop balls everywhere. This guy comes up and literally helps him get down the field and get a touchdown. I mean, that's all I got to say. And I bet you it left an impression on Aaron Rodgers. And you know who calls the shots on that offense, right?
Yeah. It was a big thing last year.
Not their head coach.
Big thing last year with their head coach. Yeah. This year again, I don't know what's going on with Rodgers, but he does not look like the same Rodgers from 3 years ago.
To be fair, I don't understand why more quarterbacks aren't part of the, depth chart, agreements and stuff like that. I mean, realistically, if he likes playing with a guy who he trusts, why wouldn't you move that guy up the depth chart?
I'm with you. I mean, exactly. I mean, so if the quarterback has great communication, great transition, whatever you want to, great route running, anything with a wide receiver, why do you not want him to be on the field with the quarterback?
Right.
We're on the last waiver wire right now.
We're on the current screen.
Yeah.
The current 25 screen. So we'll run through a couple more real quick.
You're talking about Lazard right now, right?
We just finished Lazard, yep.
Okay.
So Denver for Tennessee.
Did we talk about Kyle Rudolph?
We did.
$20.
We laughed. We talked.
Did we already talk about that?
You missed your opportunity to really laugh in on that one.
Yeah, that was good.
All right, so next 25.
Dude, $10 for Tennessee. I think it was Addicts is the one that paid like $30 for Philadelphia, and they put up 35 points. Is he like the defense connoisseur? Like, what is going on right now?
Holy shit, he did. He spent $35 on Philadelphia's defense.
Yeah, and now he's about to go out and put 10 on Tennessee. Like, are they gonna fucking smoke the Chargers this week?
He did really good the last time he did it.
Watch it. You know what? Matt would be fucking Biff, man.
If he finds
that would be fucking
if
Biff.
he is the defense whisperer, I'm telling you what, man, I'm gonna follow him all next year. Brandon Bolden for $8. $8 dropped Gardner Minshew. Benny Snell Jr. $8 dropped Kenny Stills. I think you probably could have gotten both of those for cheaper.
Yeah, no.
Danny Pennies for $7. I'm gonna refer to him as Danny Pennies because he fucked me the 3 or 4 weeks that I owned him. Drop Kyle Allen for Rhodes. Demaryius Thomas for the Jets. $3 over Noah Fant. $1 for Matt Prater over Dallas. Really, Rhodes? $1? You probably could have gotten that kicker for free. Mason Crosby.
You could have got Kyle Rudolph for free.
That's very true. Mason Crosby over. Don't tell Bogut that. Duke Williams dropped Darrell. Wow, I love this. Darrell Henderson on the 16th, which was Wednesday. Haynes dropped him for Duke Williams, wide receiver out of Buffalo. I'm assuming he probably has bye week problems here. But Darrell Henderson now is in line for a starting role this week, I hear. Malcolm Brown's not looking too hot. They're talking about Gurley being out and giving Darrell Henderson his showcase role. What do you guys thinking about that?
I thought I saw that they were expecting
talking about the movie
Gurley to play.
Now you're expecting Gurley to play?
That's what I heard, or that's what I saw on Twitter.
What day was that?
That was today.
Oh, you're such a son of a bitch.
I don't know, man. Check it out, bro. Check it out, bro.
You're fucking dudes. Rhodes picking up Darren Fells, dropping AJ Brown, Jrad, Dawson Knox for McPringleberry.
We love Dawson Knox.
I love McPringleberry though. Nightman Cometh adds Darius Slayton, drops Jordan Akins. I thought I had Darius Slayton. How the fuck did he get him?
Darius Slayton has been transferred and picked up roughly 12 times.
Oh, that's right. He did. Never mind. I didn't read far enough ahead. Rhodes added Reggie Bonifan, and then I added Devin Smith. So I went on a wide receiver tear because Jrad and I were verbally trading Marvin Jones for Sam Darnold. But before that, Jrad traded away got Mohamed Sanu, traded away James White. Within minutes, I dropped Baker Mayfield and added Darius Slayton, who he had just dropped 2 days or the day before. And then I traded away Marvin Jones for Sam Darnold. I picked up Darnold because I'm loving the Jets' future schedule.
You just love the Jets.
I've got Miami twice. I've got the Giants. I've got Washington. I've got Oakland. I've got Cincinnati.
Go get their defense then.
I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 straight weeks that are going to be beautiful. But then the playoff schedule is Baltimore and Pittsburgh, which kind of scares me a little bit. But we'll see how.
Baltimore on Thursday night. You want to go with me, Cliff?
I'm down. Count me in. I won't remember. I'll see you again on Saturday. But yeah, drop Baker Mayfield, add Darius Slayton.
Rose still in here?
He's around. He's here. He's muted. I added Jrad added Marvin Jones.
I'm here.
I picked up Sam Darnold. We went. Jrad went Kirk Cousins for Adam Humphries. Haynes came in with the sneaky deep sleeper pick here on a week without potentially Amari Cooper. He comes up with Tavon Austin. Honestly, I saw this move come through, and then I immediately thought of the podcast, and then I listened to the podcast, and then I immediately thought of Rhodes. And when I looked back, Rhodes and Haynes did not equal 1. So I was kind of confused how Haynes got the inside information on Tavon Austin here, and how Rhodes did not make this pickup. Because I really expected to see you pick this up deep off the podcast. Either you or my brother. But Tavon Austin for Albert Wilson. Rhodes comes out, gets Zay Jones. Ooh, this was a trade pick. They picked him up from Buffalo,
honestly,
right?
Yeah, I just think that, there's nobody else there, and Tyrell Williams is out. So what do I got a shot? Maybe some upside just off a flyer because there's nobody else left.
It's great.
I might go get Matt Prater right now.
I mean, if Tyrell Williams ends up injured long term, or even potentially doesn't play maybe 2-3 weeks, Zay Jones could be an absolute steal here on a free agent pickup, dropping the kicker Matt Prater. So I like it. Waiver wire hit this week. Darrell Henderson I picked up for 12, dropping preseason All-Star Jacoby Myers, who had a decent showing this past week. Somebody will probably pick him up, I'm sure. Gardner Minshew, $3 over Justice Hill, and A.J. Brown, $3 over Duke Williams. So we threw waivers there. Anything crazy outside of the laughable... outside of the laughable $20 for Kyle Rudolph, which everybody should call Jason. Everybody should let Jason know he's an idiot.
Every podcast you say that.
I just want everybody to know. I want somebody to call him. I want somebody to tell him he's got IR players on his team.
Got another trade offer from Savage Pussies.
Oh my God, Savage Neighoff! You can't send trades during the podcast.
Yeah,
it's just bad juju.
I got trading Hawkinson then. If you're listening, Bogat, Hawkinson for maybe, I don't know, your best running back, Dalvin Cook.
What? You want Hawkinson?
He just paid $20 for Kyle Rudolph. He might do something crazy like that.
All right, Rhodes, I'm going to give you what you want because you say it every week. I always bring up the other podcast, TJ Droppinson. You're going to try to trade him for a fucking running back?
Yeah, because he just paid $20 in fab for Kyle Rudolph. That would be equivalence of him giving me Dalvin Cook for Hawkinson.
That's true. I wish he would pay me fab.
That's what we want to do.
I wish he would give me fab for bench players. All right, so we're going to run through picks. We'll make it snappy. We'd spend a lot of time bullshit here. First up, me versus Jason. I'll let you pick first, Jay.
Jason.
Me first. All right, hold on. Let me see.
I have to add Jrad to my pick scheme now because he showed up super late.
Who are we on?
You're projected for 89.
Oh, God, you piece of shit.
Holy crap.
It's skewed because I already had 2 players play. But yeah.
Because you have Sam Darnold. That was a really good trade, Cliff.
You can pick against me if you want. I have Devin Smith, who's proposed to get 1 point.
Matt Ryan, Julian Edelman, Ridley. The Matt Ryan Ridley matchup, that's helping MMXIX.
It's a no-brainer, dude.
I guess I shouldn't drag this out. You're going down, dude.
All right, Neighoff, you're up.
Are you going to pick up a defense?
Well, yeah. I'm just hoping somebody. I'm hoping somebody drops. I'm hoping somebody drops the startable defense on Sunday.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Jason here.
I have spent the last week worrying too much about my life and not enough about fantasy football. I don't know how that works for everybody else. Rhodes, I'm assuming you're taking your brother-in-law.
Isn't it so crazy how you just all over him and his team, and he is about to crush you?
Dude, I spend week in and week out just bashing Jason, and I talk to him while I'm playing video games. I text him, I Snapchat him, and the whole time he's just all like, "Oh, I really like my team." Like he's so laid back, so chill, and he's just gonna fucking run over me this week.
I'm literally looking at the top like 6 people you have, like, because I'm on my phone, and I'm like looking at it. And I'm like, did you have no picks in the top 7 rounds?
Dude, I have the worst. I had the worst draft ever. When I lost Antonio Brown, Damian Williams shit the bed.
Yeah, but then you blew up that first week or second week for 172, and you were like talking all this.
That was fucking Sammy Watkins. He put up 42 points.
Did you keep him? Is he still on your team?
Yeah, he's on my bench. He's out.
Oh, yeah.
It's the Lizard King. I bought Cliff a shirt for winning.
Let's move on. I picked Jason.
Jason has Matt Ryan and Calvin Ridley. If he doesn't beat me, he doesn't deserve it.
Darius Slayton.
Jrad, I'm gonna pick for you. Jrad, I'm gonna pick for you. You're taking Bogut.
Yeah, Cliff, you're getting smoked this week.
Yeah, it's gonna be ugly, and this is really bad. My team's in full panic mode. Next up, Haynes and Joubert. Haynes. So let's talk about this real quick. We're gonna go through. We got me plus 4 on the podcast right now. So we're gonna hit through real quick. Did anybody watch the game Thursday night and see Patrick Mahomes' knee out of the socket and slam back in, and he gets assisted?
Yes, the whole world did. They showed it about 37 times.
He gets assisted to the sideline, and then he walks off on his own.
Yeah.
Teddy Bridgewater almost lost his career, almost lost his leg, and he had the same fucking injury, except he tore ligaments, tore arteries, whatever the fuck it was.
No, his knee popped out of his socket all the way out of the skin, dude.
Well, was he broken through the skin? Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's a little
Bridgewater's knee was decapitated.
Dude, Mahomes, this is a really bad injury.
It's only about 3 to 4 weeks is all they're saying.
Well, that's because he doesn't have any structural damage. But do you really think in 3 weeks, like, he already had a hampered ankle injury, now he's got this dislocated knee. Is he going to come back? Is he going to be Mahomes again?
Oh, he's still young, man. He'll bounce back.
That ankle will be healed by then.
Yeah, it's
It'll
his
just
knee.
be knee, and they'll put a brace on it, and he'll be straight.
Like, would you feel right now, 3 weeks from now, when he comes back, so week 10, do you feel that he's a top 3 round, Haynes dropped I think in the 4th round, maybe the wrap of the 3 and 4. Do you believe that he's still worth that draft pick?
He auto-drafted Mahomes, but it was fine with it.
By accident.
Yes, he is fine. He's fine. The issue with it right now is the next 3 weeks with, like, Kelsey and Tyreek and all the other assets.
Williams.
That's, I think, where your issue lies.
Mecole Hardman. Yeah.
Yes. I think that's where your issue lies. I think when Mahomes comes back, he'll easily be back to Mahomes, but you're just going to have to deal with those 3 to 4 weeks that I've been dealing with for week 1 through 6 with all of my injuries. So enjoy, Haynes.
So what I'm asking, is do you think he's worth the top 4 pick at this point in the season?
Yes.
Like, do you think
he's still a top 5 quarterback? Yeah.
But do you think he's the number 1 quarterback off the board? Would you go back if you had the chance to draft him in the 4th round? Would you take him there?
Knowing he was going to get an injury?
Yeah. No, the answer is no to that. But you still take Mahomes all day, every day at probably the 4th or 5th round. Yeah.
You have to expect though that even if he misses these 3 weeks, where does he finish in the quarterback rating? Like, he's probably still top 5?
Absolutely.
Most likely.
I mean, do you
Absolutely.
think I guess that's what I'm asking. Like, is the second half of the season going to be strong enough to justify where he got drafted, even with an injury? Not necessarily that he's the first quarterback off the board, but like, is he still is he still top tier and worth taking early, even with the back half of his schedule what it is? Because I mean, I feel like it's. He's got Oakland, he's got Denver, he's got Chicago, he's got New England. I mean, he's got a difficult-ass schedule throughout the whole season. And even up to this point, he was not the number 1 quarterback. Lamar Jackson, from what I know, is still the number 1 quarterback. Like, I mean, would you be... If you're Haynes... I mean, where's Haynes sitting right now? Like, so we're looking at this matchup. We're looking at Haynes versus Joubert. 3-3 in 5th place. 4-2 in 2nd place.
Well, Haynes started Mahomes because he has to.
Why don't you?
And he's sat on 7 points. So you have to do that. You play Mahomes all day, every day because you drafted him the 4th round.
How terrible does Haynes' team look without Mahomes right now?
Yeah, he's going to have to deal with the next. Like I said, he's going to have to deal with the next 3 to 4 weeks. Hopefully, he can weather the storm. He's already picked up Minshew, which I loved last week, and tried to be cocky, played him against my brother, and it worked out fine. But he's going to have to deal with the growing pains of Mahomes going down, man. That's all he's looking at right now. But yeah, he's worth the 4th round pick or the 5th round pick, whatever he did for him. Obviously, it was 4th because he's not going to keep Mahomes next year. But yeah, that's the risk you play, man. That's what you do.
Also, New England's defense can help. He's got New England's defense.
I offered him Dak Dak Prescott for New England and someone else crazy.
You tried to trade for a defense?
Fuck yeah. New England's defense is legit, dude. They're winning my
Time out. Please, let's give Neighoff the floor for a minute to talk about this.
It's absolutely ridiculous.
I traded him for New England and Mason Crosby, a 10th round pick. I forget what it was, but
you tried to wait a second. You tried to trade a quarterback.
You bundled a fucking defense and a kicker?
Yes. No, I didn't. No, I bundled in New England though. I don't know. I can read my text messages. You want me to?
Yeah, let's hashtag expose him. Get it in the chat.
New England's easy stretch is going to end soon, though. It's like, what is it? A game or 2 left?
No, I don't see them ever stopping. Like I don't see how they don't defeat Baltimore's record for points given up. They have the Jets, then they have Cleveland, then they have Baltimore, then they have a bye. Then they have Philly, Dallas, Houston, and then they have Kansas City, Cincinnati, Buffalo, and Miami. Like,
all right, so here it was. Mahomes is done. He's texted me back, Madden curse, Andy Reid's an idiot. I sold him. I would do Dak and Julio for New England only.
Jesus, well, no shit. He told you to go fuck yourself.
That's a good thing I didn't offer that. Nah, he would accept that in a heartbeat.
All right. Jay Leonard, what do you got here? Haynes or Joubert? I know you like Sly Guy.
Love Sly. Are you talking to me?
Yeah. You're Jay Leonard, right?
I wasn't listening. Oh. Yeah, I got Joubert all day because I'm unfortunately upset that Russell Wilson and Tyler Lockett are probably going to burn our defense this week because they're still getting their shit together with Marcus Peters coming in. I mean, it'd be great to see our defense do work against them, but yeah, I'm going to go I'll go Joubert.
Neighoff?
I got to go Joubert here. I think that losing Pat Mahomes.
Yeah, we are ahead of the.
Yeah, it kind of sucks seeing. I mean, if Mahomes.
Maybe if we did our podcast on Monday and Tuesday like normal.
Gotta show up on time. Rhodes, what you got? What are you thinking?
Just right off the top of my head.
And he's gone.
And he's.
All right. What about you, Jrad? I know you're still here.
Yeah, Joubert. I think losing Pat Mahomes is the reason. Otherwise,
yeah, it's kind of difficult after the fact. McInville's had a fucking dude. Russell Wilson and Tyler Lockett has fucking made him super good.
I offered McInville a 10th and something else for Buffalo because their schedule.
Wait,
look at
why
that.
Are you trading for defenses?
I'm streaming.
Jesus, Neighoff, send him some kind text messages on the side, please.
I'm telling you, look at their dude. He's gonna win our league because Buffalo's gonna put up 14 for the next 6 weeks.
Rhodes, we lost you on that last one. Who'd you pick? Is he still there?
There
he is. Or is he going again?
I'm going Joubert.
Joubert, okay. Yeah, McInville. All right. Next up, we have my favorite team. Cliff is my bitch. Joe Beal 9th, 3-3 versus dude. Ritter started out 2-0, and we all talked.
He was hot.
We all talked about how good of a team he had, how he has so many players.
Philip Lindsay.
He didn't know how to play. He had too many studs on his team. He's now 2-4. He has one of the worst streaks in the league. He is a 4-loss streak. Nobody in the league is worse than that. Neighoff is on a 3-loss streak, by the way.
No one's worse than that.
No, there are worse teams.
I'm way worse
record-wise, but you only have a 2-loss streak.
Give me my credit where my credit is due.
You took 3 losses, then you got a win, and then you took 2 more.
You're talking about
Ritter.
Okay.
Ritter won 2 in a row. He has now lost 4 in a row. So the next worst streak is going to be Neighoff. But
it's impossible to.
Is he going again?
Oh.
He's really shoddy on the Wi-Fi over there. But I would love to hear that take. I feel like that was a good one.
Who's that?
You're fading in and out a little bit.
Yeah, you're in and out.
I don't know. It's just incredible. Look at his roster all the way down even on the bench and think that he's lost form.
Every time you start out, you're like, he's super, and then you disappear, and then he's incredible, and then you disappear.
Am I back?
I hear you now.
It's crazy that he's.
I did it again.
I don't know what's going on.
Oh shit! It's the worst. I'm gonna look at this team. I'm gonna tell you, I think Ritter's team's the best on the board. Cooper's not gonna play. It's not happening. He's not there. So I don't know what he's doing with him in his lineup. Delaney Walker
replaces him with L. Fitz though.
I think Saquon against Arizona is a great warm-up match, but I don't think Saquon's going to be a full starter, and he's definitely not going to get 20 points there. I'm taking Joe Beal. I think Beal upsets.
Wow.
I think Beal upsets.
That's because you like his team name.
His receiver cores are whack.
Oh, I mean, his team looks like shit across the board. If Gurley plays, he's in good spot. If Gurley doesn't play, he's got Malcolm Brown.
Gurley plays, but you gotta imagine he's gonna get limited work.
Brown's not gonna play. Actually, you know what? I'm pivoting back. Ritter has too
much.
Oh man, there's not a chance that
Darren Waller just got paid
dude, it doesn't matter.
$42 million. He's going off.
If Gurley doesn't play, he has literally no way to pivot. He has absolutely no way to pivot. He has wide receivers on bye. Danny Amendola is his pivot.
They say Gurley's gonna play, by the way.
He's not. He's not playing.
Yeah, he is.
Fuck you.
No,
Darrell Henderson's playing.
Dude, I'm pretty sure I saw on Twitter that he is.
Yeah, but Amari Cooper's not playing either. This is a tough match.
They're both playing. Amari Cooper's playing, and so is Gurley.
Amari Cooper's not playing.
Jrad has the inside source.
Yeah, I don't know where
the inside.
And Jrad, you actually need to send me a pick too, because you sent me two players that got hurt.
All right, Jay.
For my best running back.
Give me a pick on this game.
I'm gonna go Cliff as my bitch too, because I love his team name.
Deal. All right.
That's it.
Jrad, what do you got?
Ritter.
Ritter isn't gonna win though.
Yeah, I gotta go post Mahomes, man. I mean, some great matchups.
Yeah.
I got Ritter.
Oh, I like it.
Good matchup. Good talent.
Ritter there.
He's back. Delaney Walker. Ugh.
I know.
That's the only That is trash. But I mean, other than that, it's pretty good.
Rhodes, I
we was catching babies.
For Delaney
Rhodes, you had some really good takes. I'm gonna need you back on the next podcast because you had some good takes there, except I kept hearing you getting cut off.
I know.
This is a great matchup.
I don't know.
This is a great matchup. I like this one right here. My brother is in first place at 4-2. He's been putting up massive points the last couple weeks.
I'm catching him on his bye week, baby.
Yeah, exactly. You got no Christian McCaffrey. You have great fucking matchups across the board. I do think that Dak Prescott against Philadelphia is great. I think Alshon Jeffrey against Dallas is great. Michael Thomas against Chicago, I think, is a little elevated. You have a lot in this Dallas-Philadelphia Sunday night game, as you have Jordan Howard. You have David Montgomery. I think he's overrated, especially against Cam Jordan and Who Dat Nation. You got Zach Ertz again against Dallas. You got Allen Robinson against more Who Dat Nation. Dude, you have like 2 games are going to determine your whole week. I'm taking my brother.
Yeah, you're a dick.
Out,
Jared Goff coming off of his worst game he's ever done. I'm a little worried about that. Playing Atlanta's secondary, they're really bad. Especially
Vic
paired with
Beasley's
Woods.
on the trade block.
Who is?
Vic Beasley. Beasley.
Beazles.
The Beazles.
Defensive end from Atlanta. That'd be wonderful.
Wait, what? You're talking about defensive trade blocks?
Yeah. I was very confused.
This
I
is
thought
not
you were
an
talking about
IDP league.
No, I was just Atlanta's defensive.
I think McLaurin actually gets shut down this week by San Fran's D, so I like that. I'm gonna take myself. I've been doing a lot of big moves. It's I'm gonna clean sweep these Vipers.
Not a chance. Austin
Yeah,
Hooper.
I already beat you.
How the fuck does my brother come up with in a draft?
Yeah, that's insane.
Devin Singletary deep. He catches the wild card with Austin Hooper.
Singletary's a wild card.
Wild card. That's what I'm saying. Wild card was Singletary. Wild card with Austin. No, Singletary was a rookie on a team that had a chance to get a starting role. Austin Hooper has been in the league for years and has never been good. All of a sudden, he's fucking the top 3 tight end.
I know.
Terry McLaurin, he's an Ohio State boy. My brother is obsessed with Ohio State. And for some reason, he's just going out of his mind. It's ridiculous.
But he's not this week. Not against San Fran. And then he's got Robbie Anderson, who New England takes their best player out of the game.
So you're taking yourself.
Yeah, I'm going to win.
All right, Rhodes, who you have?
The only reason that I'm a little upset is Butker went off for 15, man. That's nuts.
We'll give Neighoff a chance to chime in on the kickers here in a minute.
I'm taking Jay.
You got
yes.
Jay. Oh.
I just got all my help from Rhodes. I'm going off.
Jrad.
Although
even though I let go of those guys, I still want to see him do okay.
Yeah. The little hug and a pat
and
as he walks away.
I'm just hoping it's a karma boost. For
all this, all
this
talk in New Orleans doing so good, 4-1 without Breeze, blah blah blah. They screwed me last week with Minshew because they did good against him. But wait. Trubisky off bye week going off.
I got your brother. I think Atlanta playing. I think Goff's gonna have a better game because Atlanta's defense is really bad.
Has to have a better game. That game's gonna be over. What's the over under? I bet it's probably close to 48-50 range. That might be a shootout.
Close though. I think it's gonna end up being a close game actually. But I think
all right.
It's going to lean in.
If the Rams beat them, though, you watch Quinn's getting fired.
Tell me how much you hate kickers and the fact that my brother already is 15 points, and then tell me who you pick.
Well, Hartman impressed.
Kickers' defenses are dumb.
Hartman's on the block, too.
Jay, Tennessee is an awful team, but that Chargers defense looks like, college defense, man. They're terrible. But I'm taking Jay this week.
They're taking Tannehill.
Jay?
Yes.
I'm taking Jay.
Oh, yes. He's getting wild, boy. All right, we got 2 more.
I think David Montgomery has a great week this week.
I got 2 more on here. Next up, I'm gonna let you two take this off. I got Rhodes at 4-2 in 4th place. He was in 1st last week. Took a bad beat. Jrad 4-2 3rd place. One of you two is going to come down and see me in those ranks of losses because I'm definitely gonna get beat this week. Jrad, you got Watson Hopkins stack. You just picked up Sanu on the trade block. Team's looking a little stacked. Rhodes went out, got Danny Pennies. Stacked his wide receiver core, picked up Melvin Gordon, got a decent night on LaShawn McCoy. Rhodes, you up first. What do you think about your team sitting right now? You think you can take this week? All right, he's missing. Jrad,
crickets.
Jrad,
you can throw Snead in there. Snead is going off this.
I'm
week.
here. I'm here.
I'm
gonna need a lot of help. I'm gonna need a lot of help for real. I don't have anybody to plug in there. I'm thinking about throwing Zay Jones in right now just because
he's
new
on full tilt.
No, it's not full tilt. Basically, my thought process is whenever someone gets traded to a new team, the quarterback goes gung-ho for that person immediately. Like, they try to overfeed them, and maybe I'll catch fire in a bottle.
Only because of our trade this week, I'm going to throw out there Marquise Brown is most likely not playing, and Snead would be your better play.
I understand that.
I would definitely play one of them.
I mean, I'm not conventionally. I'm not great at making picks anyway. So let's just say I'm probably going to play Zay Jones.
Plus, Chicago is going to kill New Orleans off their bye week. Who dat? The Bears are going to smash.
No chance.
The Bears.
So I'm taking Jrad, honestly.
Against yourself.
Yep.
Bold move, Cotton.
Well, I think that trade messed him up for just this week. I think he's a much better, stronger team going with the weeks ahead. So I think with having Adams out, it definitely cripples his team a little bit.
Yeah. I'd hate to do it.
Deshaun Watson and DeAndre Hopkins have got to link up sometime this week. It'd be a monster.
But I'm going to go with Nightman Cometh as well. Jrad's going to win this. I got screwed on my trade with Disley and Gallman. I thought I would get 3 weeks out of those guys. I got 1 week out of Disley. And now he's going to be riding high with Jacobs for the rest of the year. Unless I pray that Jacobs goes down. Sorry.
Damn.
I wish it
went. That went fucking dark.
It went way dark, man.
God damn.
Both players I got for you are out for the season. Well, no, I guess Gallman's back, but still. It's unreal.
I don't know what was the worst trade. I don't know if the Josh Jacobs trade was worse or the Melvin Gordon trade.
Oh, stop. You love Melvin Gordon.
I would have gave you. I like Melvin Gordon.
So wait, Neighoff, who'd you take?
Ma'am. This is a toughie.
You not sure on this one? All right, Rhodes, who'd you have? Rhodes, you had yourself, right?
To go off.
No, he actually voted for me.
No, that's right. He took it against himself. Jay
Reverse psychology.
I did that last week. And
Jay, who'd you take? Jay Leonard?
I took Jrad.
Jrad. And then Jrad, you took yourself, I'm sure.
Yeah, this week I did. Last week I didn't.
You big-headed bastard. Neighoff, who you got?
Man, I really would like to go Rhodes here. I think Daniel Jones has a really great week, but
I don't
think it's enough.
Yeah, it's not enough.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with Nightman Cometh.
I hope Gordon goes off for 42.
I'm gonna go for the sweep. I'm going for the sweep. I'm going to take Jrad. I like the Watson Hopkins. I think against Indianapolis.
Indiana.
The Hoosiers.
Indianapolis, Indiana.
Watch out for the Hoosiers.
I like the Sanu pick
Hoosier Daddy
against the Rams. I'm trying to get Carson and Jacobs.
They play
off
South
of him.
Dakota next week.
I send trades out. He's not entertaining them.
Who is it?
God.
Or you or Jrad, both.
What?
Cliff, where's your pick? Is your pick reside with the Pacers?
I would like to take the Pacers. All right, last one.
That's Nightman Cometh.
Last one. Let's go for the ugliest picture of the league versus the worst trader of the league. Addix has been completely ghost in the league. He's 2-4. He's 11th in overall. 3-3 versus the nastiest Asian, maybe BBW vagina I've ever seen in my life.
He doesn't trade very well.
He's terrible. He's the worst. I got Murray, Allen.
Ooh, he's got Andrews though.
Gallup, Gordon, Johnson, Jones, Andrews. Dude, I think this is a no-brainer. Kamara's out this week. Hasn't made a change yet. Adrian Peterson's trash. Travis Kelce did not go off enough. He's got 2 Rams. Like, this is just... I hope Addix finishes dead last in the league. Somehow, Jay, you need to find a way to beat him.
He will overtake me. I'm doing everything I can.
This is the most. I'm gonna tag this the most savagest of.
How do you spell savagest?
Vagines.
Do we really even need to?
Yeah,
do we even need to go through this and say who's gonna win?
Neighoff.
You know what's funny though? I swear we were all these podcasts that we do, and we're all so sold on one side, and it's crazy when it happens. We did it with
is everybody
Sly
on
Bear like week 2.
Is everybody on Neighoff here?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Consensus, yes.
Rogers Cup Galladay. You watch. I am on.
Yeah, but
I'm on
Kamara's
that
out.
vagina though.
Super Kamara is out.
His running backs are terrible right now without Kamara.
That's where he's hurt.
Yep. So his plug though is Tyreek Cohen.
And honestly, he's got to play Josh Allen against Miami.
Miami.
Oh my God.
Miami.
He's got to play Josh Allen against Miami. Over Rodgers versus Oakland.
Jesus. No, you don't. You play Aaron Rodgers all day, every day.
You can dress him up, but you can't take him out. All right. So let's go down the list. Jay, what do you have to say about last week, this week, and finish the podcast? Give us some inspiring words for your last place.
Every single week, I'm in the inspiring words. You can't give up. You can't retreat. You can't surrender.
You can just trade your whole fucking team away.
You can trade your whole team
away.
man.
And just make it not look like collusion.
This team didn't work for 6 weeks, so I'm trying to get a new team.
Don't we have trade deadlines next week?
Have we?
November.
I think it's in November.
Right. So
yeah, I think it's November 9th.
Look, I'm sitting 1-5. I'm obviously getting killed every week. I talk about it.
Is correct. November 9th is correct. So we have 1, 2, 3 weeks left for trades. So expect several ghost trades from Jrad.
Oh my God, so many.
I had one within 30 minutes, but I'm not giving up. I'm really seriously going after it. I'm getting rid of some of my better players that I think I have for consistency. I'm trying to win one of the weeks. I want to get the $20 back at least, and I'm not giving up. So I'm still getting after it. Everybody says you can go 1-5. You're going to end up playing the worst teams. You're going to catch people on bye weeks, and you have a chance at running 8-5 before the playoffs. So I'm still going for that. I don't know how optimistic I am about going 8-5, but I'm still not giving up, and I think I'm making the right moves to try to get my team better. So
gotta shake it up.
That was inspirational.
Silver lining. You only have to be in the top 6 to make the playoffs.
Yeah, and to be in the top 6 right now, I've got to win 4 straight.
You're 2 games out.
Yep.
You're 2 games out with 7 weeks.
You don't give up, man.
There's time. There's time. Neighoff, what do you have to say? Anything?
No. I like goldfish.
Rhodes, what do you have for us?
Thanks for letting me be on, I guess. That's it.
I'm gonna need you.
How respectable.
I'm gonna need you on again in another week or 2. We're gonna need you back.
We'll see.
We'll see. Do some dishes. Do some dishes. Rejoin us at another time.
I do like just listening.
Jrad, what do you have to say? How many ghost trades are you sending this week?
I'll send a few out. I'm just riding this momentum, man. I'm climbing that ladder. I think I'm on a 4-win streak, and I'm just gonna keep it flowing.
I do like your team, Jrad.
Yeah, there's some good. I honestly best matchup of the week. My brother versus Jay, 1st versus 12th. This is gonna be interesting.
So far.
But we're gonna finish up, guys. I appreciate it. Thank you very much for this week again. We will.
I'm going hunting in the morning.
Hey, buddy.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
He's gonna go hunt some trades in the morning.
Go get one. You were supposed to come over and get my rangefinder.
I know, man.
We're finishing up. Good luck on the waiver wire. Good luck this week. We already got some games in the books. The MVP of the league has now injured himself seriously, so our prayers for all teams. And then
Prayers.
I want to see some exposures. I want to see some exposures in the Discord chat. I know there are text messages. I know we can take screenshots. I want to see what is happening behind the scenes that does not actually go down. Expose the people that are not doing what they said they were going to do. I want to see conditional 7 picks exposed. I want to see Jrad's fucking ghost trash ass fucking trades in the chat. I want to see all of it. But we are out of here. I appreciate it, guys.